Colon Cancer Dynamics, a presentation by Professor Gershom Zajcek, Faculty of Medicine, Hebrew University of Jerusalem. Recently, I started publishing presentation on cancer dynamic. I published only 4 presentations, and currently we are at the 5th presentation. And as usual, we start with definition. Cell is an indivisible unit of life. It's an atom of life. All cells come from cells, and here you have the definition of tissue proliferative unit. It is an atom of histopathology. At its bottom is a stem cell. Above the stem cell are its progeny, and stem cell division is associated with cell displacement toward the unit outcome. And the TPU is monoclonal. So here you have the TPU represented. You have the stem cell, progenitors, and end cells. These are states in the unit. And as the unit divides or produces new stem cell, all the cells are moving toward the end of the unit, and this movement I call cell stream. At the stem cell, the cells are born, and at the end cell, cells are dying, and between them the stem cell provides the cells which are associated with differentiation, and they stream outward. So today I start with the colon crypt, and here you have the histopathological representation. You have stem cell, progenitor, and Q cells. And I prefer to represent it in this way because this is a representation of TPUs in all tissues of the body, and then you can compare, and it is more clear what's happening in our complex organism. So there's an observation which the medicine ignores, that these TPUs in all tissues, and not only here, maintain homeostasis, which means the number of cells formed is equal to the number of cells which die, and this homeostasis is possible only because the end cells send information about the state to the stem cell, and this information is called kalon. So the kalon is actually an inhibitor of cell division. So if the end cell is dead, there is no kalon to inhibit the stem cell, and the unit is restored as I described in other presentations. So we start with a crypt fission, which tells us how a crypt is multiplied. So we start with a crypt and stem cell, and then first of all this stem cell divides into 2 stem cells, and each stem cell then generates the entire crypt, and this is called crypt fission. And here you have the representation of this, which I apply also in previous presentation. We start with the normal TPU. Stem cell is dividing and creates another 2 units, and this is applies to also to pathology. We have a stem cell which has a mutation, and it divides, and all its information what it gathered is transferred to the progeny, and so we have also the same relationship between formation of unit in normal cells and as well as in cancer. So we are talking about colon cancer, and there we shall distinguish between primary site of the cancer. These are TPUs which still operate in the colon, and we have also metastases, and metastases are TPUs in other sites, and I describe metastases in the liver and other sites, and so this is a story of colon cancer. Now, it is important to realize that these metastases all over the body are a community. So if we are talking about liver and colon and other organs, all metastases are one community, and actually they maintain homeostasis. This metastatic community maintains homeostasis. So how come? Because in the first chapter of this series I said that we are actually streaming organism. All our processes stream and they main homeostasis. So streaming organism is a set of interacting processes of matter and energy, and streaming organism is an open system, and streaming organism maintains homeostasis. So this I explained in the first chapter, and since these are the law of complexity, also the metastasis is part of the streaming organism, and so the community is growing because this is how colon cancer proceeds, but the growth is always from one metastatic state to another. And so here I show you one clinical problem, that what happens if we eliminate liver metastasis, as is done sometimes in the clinic. And what happens is that we have less metastasis, but the metastatic community grows faster. And this is actually the main message of this presentation. So, conclusion. Here you have the streaming organism which I described in the first chapter. Here you have a tissue unit, and now we are dealing with a colon tissue unit, and this colon tissue unit maintains homeostasis. I hope you like this. Enjoy!